How's it going, guys? You got Dance here at Cobra Kai, and I was doing the Guardian showcase earlier on, and I went past the E's, and I realized that I skipped one because she wasn't main pool back in the day when I did her. So yeah, anyways, I've got to do this one Guardian and call her quits on basically main pool Guardians. So 1,000 apologies for everybody for missing her, but she is a pretty deadly supporter. So anyways, let's continue on, and we're just going to go straight to her. I got her 4-star, 1 pull when she first came out, and this baby is the poison bitch of them all. She is deadly. If you go through her abilities here, her Heartsbane Toxins, so she has a 15% chance on basics and a 20% chance on heavies to inflict poison. Poison deals 10% damage per second for 10 seconds, and it can stack up 10 times. So you can do up to 100% damage per second with this basic attack that she has. So all you do is just throw these basically poison apples, of course, because that's what she's all about, right? And when she inflicts a target with poison, they're also inflicted with a Heartsbane charge, increasing the strength of all poison damage from all sources by 10% each. Again, 10 stacks, right? So basically, she's the poison whore right now. All about dishing out this poison damage, and it can stack exponentially, right? So makes her a very, very decent attack supporter. Her basic attacks deal 50% less damage, though. So that's the only downside because of this, right? So when they're poisoned and everything like that, then she'll do less damage with her basics. But she's inflicting poison damage every time, right? So, like, all about the poison, right? So each enemy is inflicted with poison, dealing 10% damage per second for 10 seconds. That's with her Heartsbane Harvest. So it's all about boosting more poison. So she's a lot like the Scar idea. Scar just goes wicked with wound, and then just wound, but she's all about poison, right? So, but anyways, while she does this special, all allies heal 1% each second for 4 seconds. So it's basically a stacker one, just like, the rolling ones like Mickey and, Frank, and I guess Belle is one of them too, right? But each Heartsbane charge on the enemy team when she's poisoned these guys, so the more that she's made for charges, adds an extra 0.5% to the value for a max stack of 10 of them. So she can put an extra 5% to her heals for a max 6% heals for 4 seconds. Average, little strong, not great, but hey, it's doable, right? So, like, with her being on the side of something that'll help boost her focus, or maybe her poison damage that way, then yeah, it'll work really well. But her 4-star ability is the big one. If an enemy is defeated while inflicted with 1 or more Heartsbane charges, all enemies will be inflicted with a charge. All of them. So if you got 8 of them, 8 charges, bang, just like that. That's the most amazing ability with her right there. So you need to basically get 1 of them inflicted, kill that enemy, and then basically everybody will be inflicted. So it's like a plague, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool, right? But as long as she's above basically a percentage HP, her heavy attack inflicts poison, dealing 10% damage per second for 10 seconds. And that's, I believe, every single hit. So that's automatically, when she's a 4-star, she will hit every heavy with poison damage. Automatically, as long as she's above 77% HP. So if she drops below that, then she's back to her cycle amount, and she'll only do a smaller percentage, right? But when she's above 77%, every heavy is a poison dealer. Beautiful 4-star ability with this queen, right? So you want her 4-star. She's definitely talent-based that way, right? You want her up there with the 4-star abilities and everything like that, and then she becomes a demon. That's just the way I could say it right there. So anyways, base talents, she's going with the health, and then she's going also with the attack. So health and attack are 2 basic ones. I don't mind the attack boost on her. That's why I've done that. So that way she can do more damage with her poison and stuff like that. That was my basics, right? So her first advance is liquid weakness. While an enemy is inflicted with poison and 2 or more Heartsbane charges, they are inflicted with attack debuff. So you can weaken them that way. Or you can get the repellent draught. So basically same idea, inflicted with poison and 3 or more Heartsbane. They are inflicted with a defense debuff, so you can make them like basically soft. And softer as you like level this up, right? So I thought that was a good one, right? Fail of failure. When an enemy is inflicted with poison and 5 or more charges, they are inflicted with a dizzy, reducing their chance to basically successfully land any attack other than a special by 25%. And that's also can escalate higher with, you know, levels up too as well. But her final one, Hopeless Cordial. If an enemy is defeated while inflicted with poison and 8 or more, all allies are healed for 1% instantly. And that is jacked up. You can jack that up to probably 5 or 6% easily, right? So get one character just poisoned and wicked Heartsbane charged, and she's healing everything every single time they die. So this makes her a pretty decent, really good supporter when it comes to healing, poison damage, and just basically jacking it up. The only problem with this is that she's the only poison dealer. Nothing else really synergizes well. But if you take a look, if you go back into this with the fail of failure, right, with the dizzy, that's good against, you know, melees, things like that, right? But the big one here is the defense debuff. So that works really well to debuff basically enemies big time, right? So that's things you need to think about when you're going to set up this character, right? And all that, right? But again, just like everything else, we are going to showcase her off, and we're going to go into the story one more time. Chapter 4 normal, go all the way over to 4-10, and we're going to play her out, right? But, so Evil Queen, she's all about poison dealer. I have her in good shape here. I just got to figure out whereabouts she is. I lost her. Scroll down a bit. Let's go. 1300. I think she can handle. I just got to dodge a lot with her, but she's going to do a lot of poison damage. So that's my plan. Do a lot of dodging. She's going to do fine. But the biggest thing is stay on one character and make sure you just keep poisoning the crap out of them. I think I'll probably boost her attack later on. Maybe some shield, I'm not sure yet. She's up to 5 charges, you can see that right now. And then, wham! Everything just gets poisoned. It's beautiful. It's almost like a Maleficent heal, right? So that's why I'm pretty impressed with it. And she can hold her own. But her basic attack is pretty decent too. Get up to 10, we'll try. Then we'll hit it. Bang, just like that. Beautiful damage. I've got her pretty weak, mind you. That's why it's pretty low. But like I said, it's enough to just melt. And melt and just keep melting, right? So, give her attack. Let's go that way. And just hope for the best here. We're just going to keep going. Just slow attack. Pretty low, that's all. That's the only downside. But again, the poison helps. She's not going to be a main DPS, but she can definitely do her job. That's the thing, right? She can hold her own. Boom. Lots of poison. Love it. I've heard she's really good in the 1v1 stages because of this poison. And her sustain is pretty good. But you gotta start leveling her in order to get her going, right? So this poison damage might hit way better later on then. 50s, 60s instead of the 14s you're seeing here against them, right? So, and that's pretty good. I find her and Snow together, they work very well together, so, because they both do damage on their own, right? She might support a Scar well with his wounds and stuff like that, right? And all you see is just red marks coming out of the guys, right? Just a thought. No issues. She takes a bit of damage. She ain't the tankiest, I'll tell you that right now, you can see. But she'll do her job. But there you go. Good old Evil Queen. Like I said, a niche player with her poison, but hopefully with more Guardians rolling out, she might be a pretty viable user. The only downside, she's no good for any towers or anything like that. So, anyways, hopefully you like that one. Like and subscribe, guys.